Hello, this is Success Nuggets with Dr. Femi Akujeno, John Maxwell Certified Executive Coach. In today's video, I want to talk about multiple streams of income. Do you know that what many people call multiple streams of income is actually not multiple streams of income? You heard me right. What you may be referring to as multiple streams of income may actually not be. So, what then is multiple streams of income? How come I have two or three sources of income and you are telling me, or I'm telling you, that it is not multiple streams of income? You see, unfortunately, many people misunderstand this whole idea of multiple streams of income. They think that if they have two jobs, if they have three jobs, that is multiple streams of income. But I'm here to let you know that having two or three or four jobs is not multiple streams of income. It is rather multiple struggle. What you have is multiple struggle, not multiple streams of income. So I'm going to help you to understand what multiple streams of income is. Now, let me start off by saying this. It is important to have multiple streams of income. Rich people at least have three streams of income. So the average rich person, right, has, multiple streams of income, at least three. Some people have, tens. Some people have hundreds of streams of income. So it is that serious. It is a great thing to have multiple streams of income. As a matter of fact, if you want to be rich and if you intend to be wealthy, you have to have multiple streams of income. That's number one. Number two, I also want to say this, that one of the reasons why you have multiple streams of income is that not everything will fail at the same time. Sometimes, for example, here in America, because of the tariffs that's going on now, it can affect some businesses. But guess what? When you have multiple streams of income, even if this particular business is affected, that other business may not be affected. So you now find out that when one is failing, the other one is doing well. So that's one of the reasons why it's a good thing to have multiple streams of income, right? Everything is not going to fail all at the same time. Now, having said that, so let me get to really what I want to share with you. You see, a stream of income, right, is different from a job. A stream of income is different from a job. So let's just assume that you are a nurse. So you have a 9 to 5 job. Then after that, you go and do a part-time job, maybe at a nursing home or something. So you have a main job at the hospital, and then you have a part-time job after you leave work at a nursing home. And let's say you have a third gig or job where you maybe visit some people's homes in the weekend, right? You visit their homes for a couple of hours and you make some extra money. Now, most people will call that multiple streams, but I'm here to let you know that is not multiple stream, that is multiple struggle. Multiple struggle. So then, what is a stream of income? You see, those jobs that I just talked to you about, right? The nurse who has a 9 to 5 and also does some part-time job after work and then does some weekend gigs, if you will, right? Those jobs all requires our presence. Those jobs all require our presence. So she need to be there. She needs to be there. If she is not there, she will not get paid. That is a linear type of income, so to speak. You get paid, you work once, and you get paid once. You work once, and you get paid once. So that nurse, if she did not go to work for next week, she will not get paid. If she doesn't show up for the second job, she will not get paid. If she doesn't show up for the weekend job, she will not get paid. So that's why I call it multiple struggle. It requires you to be there. Rich people don't live their life like that. Rich people are not doing multiple struggles. So, what do? Rich people have multiple streams of income. So, I'm here to correct that for you now. So, what is a stream of income? A real stream of income is where you work once and you get paid always. You work once and you get paid always. That is a real stream of income. So, question: what you're calling your stream of income right now, do you have to show up? What will happen if throughout this month, the remaining days of this month, you don't work? Will you still get paid? If you're telling me that, oh, if I don't go there, if I don't show up there, if I don't do what they require of me, they will not pay me, then that means you don't have a stream of income. You have multiple struggle, but not a stream. A stream is something that you work once and you get paid always. Work once, get paid always. That is multiple streams. So rich people, they have several of those where they work once and they'll continue to get paid over and over. They don't have to show up again. They don't have to keep on putting the work again. They put in the work once and then they get paid all the time. That is a stream of income. So question, what you are calling multiple streams, is that multiple streams? I bet it's a multiple struggle you have. Now that you understand what multiple stream is, now you can begin to look for a multiple stream of income or multiple streams of income. You can begin to work on that. What is it that you can do where you only work once and then you get paid always? So let me give you some examples of multiple streams of income. So imagine somebody who wrote a book 30 years ago. They put the time together to write that book. They put everything together. And 30 years after, they're still getting paid. It's not that they're writing this book over and over and over. No. They wrote a book and then they keep getting paid month after month. 30 years later, they're still getting paid. That is a stream of income. Let me give you another example. Somebody who released a song, right? For example, Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, whatever song that he wrote and, released out there, even after he is dead, he is still making money. That is a stream of income. So the concept of multiple streams is not for you to have several jobs. This company told you, come and speak for them. This company told you, come and do audits for them. This company told you, come and do this. And so you have all these various company having you come here, there. They still need you. It still needs you. It requires you to be there. God forbid, you are sick for 3 months. Then what? No payment anywhere because you are not able to fulfill your obligations. You have a struggle, not a stream. A stream does not require your presence. A stream, you work once, you get paid always. So, rich people, they are rich because they have found and they have put in place multiple streams that doesn't require them to be there. That is why somebody can be rich and they can just be on vacation. Like literally almost every day of the year. If they're not in Barbados today, they are in Trinidad tomorrow, they're in Jamaica the next day, they're in Bahamas, they're in Cayman Islands, they're just all over the place. They go to Africa, but the money's coming in. They don't have to be there. That's why somebody can retire at 30 years old. You say, you're retired at 30? You say, yeah, I'm retired. I don't do anything anymore. How come? Because I've worked once and then I will always be getting paid. So when you are praying about multiple streams of income, when you are thinking about multiple streams of income, don't go and be doing multiple struggle and be calling that multiple streams. That's not multiple streams because it requires your presence. The things that require your presence are not multiple streams. Now, if you have a job right now, of course you have to start somewhere, right? Even if you have a 9 to 5, you're starting there. But as you begin to think about replacing your 9 to 5 with streams of income, you begin to think along this line, right? Where you work once. So you want to think of what can I do where I put in the work once, and then now I sit down and just keep collecting checks. That's how rich people live. They have multiple streams of income. Hopefully, I've corrected your view of multiple streams of income, or your own idea of multiple streams of income. If you have many jobs, that's not multiple streams because it still requires you to be there. I hope you get a point. Now, you can learn more about this. I just had a School of Money seminar, and I'll be having part 2 of it on April 26th, and I want to encourage you to join me there. I also have the School of Money coming up at various cities around America. So just go to my website to check where else I'm going to be in. The one on April 26th is in New York City, but there's going to be other ones before then or after then. So if you're watching this video before or after, check out my website to see where else I'm having the School of Money seminar, right? My website is femiakogeno.com, femiakogeno.com. Let me add on 1 or 2 more things. Now, by the way, if you want the full video on multiple streams, it is available on my website as well. So you can actually get the previous School of Money seminar where I actually devote time to explaining how multiple streams of income work. And so if you desire that, you can actually get a copy. You can inbox me or send me an email or just go to the website femiakogeno.com to get your own copy. Now, let me tell you one more thing. You also want to have multiple streams of income across geographical regions. So just because you live in the US doesn't mean that your money has to come only from the US. So you can be a United States citizen and be making money from the US and be making money from the UK and be making money from Africa, right? So you can have streams of income in geographical regions. Let me add one more and then I'll shut up so you can get the rest from my video. You can also have multiple streams of income across currencies. So that you're in America doesn't mean that you should only make dollars. You should also be making money in pounds. So people should be paying you in pounds, right? Now, I'm not saying that that's where you start. You start from somewhere, but eventually, as you continue to build streams of income, it's going to get to a point where you have an account in Europe, right, where pounds is coming in. And so you have streams of income across currencies. Some of you in Africa, you'll be making streams of income in your currency in Africa, but also in dollars in America, in pounds in Europe or in UK, that kind of a thing, right? So you can also have streams of income across currencies. For more of this, go to my video. You can get it on demand. It's available on demand. And also register for my next School of Money seminar. It's going to open your eyes. It's going to help you to become rich. You're going to learn tips that's going to help you to do better financially. All right, that's the end of this video. Just want to let you know that I do have several seminars, in the US throughout the years and throughout the year rather, and also some outside of the country. Go to femiakogeno.com to find out where I'm going to be next. Just click on See Femi Live, and then you'll be able to know where I will be. If you're watching me on YouTube, go ahead, subscribe, and also share, comment. If you're watching me on Facebook, like, share, and comment as well. I want to thank you for taking time to listen to this. I hope it's been helpful. I hope it's been enlightening. Let me know in the comment section if this has been helpful to you. Thank you very much for watching.